What's going on, family? Back in the lab with April, man. Tonight we got a couple great reactions, man. Funny, you know how it is. Some serious, some funny, but all entertaining, man. You know how. So let's get into it, man. This one right here is a guy. He said he don't shower when it's cold or when it's snowing outside. Then his wife act like she was surprised, but she been with this man. Then he said, "Hey, we done been together long enough. You should know this." And then she act like she's surprised. So I don't know what's going on here, but it's quite disturbing if he ain't showered, man. Let's get into it.
You smell, your butt smells, your armpit smells, your balls. Oh, babe, we're ready. I'm showered and the kids and I are showered. So let's
You
go.
guys showered?
Yeah, you're not going to shower?
Why did you guys shower? It's snowing outside. Why did you shower?
You're not going to shower?
No, people don't shower in the snows.
What?
At least white people don't shower when it's cold and snowy outside. You don't sweat. Why would you shower?
Dominic, you still smell.
I don't smell. It's
What?
cold outside. I don't smell.
How do you know you don't smell?
White people don't shower in the cold.
Really, that's a thing? Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking. That's the thing.
So if it snows for a long time, and if it's cold for a long time, you won't shower?
Because you don't smell. The cold kills everything. Why are you acting so surprised?
Dominic, really, I don't know if you're
Why are
joking.
you acting so surprised? We don't crack.
You smell, your butt smells, your armpit smells, your balls, those areas.
Not
This-
me.
Dom, really, stop this play.
I think we can go out, but...
You're not going out, you're going to shower.
No,
No.
if I shower, it'll dry out my skin. Like, you don't shower when it's cold outside.
For how long?
Until it's warm again.
So if it's cold for 3 months, you don't shower.
Right.
Go
We've
shower
been
so we can
together
go.
for how long, and you know I don't shower.
I know, that's
You've
something...
never noticed?
No, I've never noticed, and this is really shocking to me.
Really, you don't pay attention.
All right, white folk, let me ask you. Y'all don't shower during the snow, during the cold? I don't know. You know what I mean? I saw one comment earlier was saying, "Hey, I'm white, but I ain't that white." So I don't know. But what get me was the sister saying, act like she didn't know he didn't shower. You know this man don't shower. You know this man walk around smell like a pack of hyenas, man, walking through the Sahara Desert, and you act like you surprised. Oh, I'm shocking. No, if you smell this man now, you know that man been smelling, bro. That man been smelling. So hey, don't be shocked. Now you know this man didn't shower. And then she was saying, "Oh yeah, I noticed you didn't shower, but I didn't know if you." I guess she was trying to say, "I didn't know if you didn't shower when it's cold out or whatever." If the man don't shower, he just don't shower. You know what I mean? So, sister, I kind of look at you a little funny also, because if you laying up with this and y'all got kids and he funky, that said a little bit about you too and your hygiene. So let's get into the next one, man. But damn, I hope my man skied off and take a shower or something.
I'm homeless and pregnant. And he made sure of that. And guess what? That's okay. That's okay, because I'm not going to be down for long. I'm not going to be down forever. I'm not going to keep crying. I'm not going to keep being sad. Look, I got all my shit right here. All my shit is right here. I'm sitting here. I'm waiting on an Uber. I'm going to go to the Greyhound. I'm going to go to a whole different city, and I'm going to start over. What other choice do I have? I'm pregnant. I don't have no family out here. No family. Just him. Just him. If this a young girl, if you're a young girl and you watching this, don't never let a man get control of you to the point where you end up fucking pregnant and homeless. What the fuck? And the way I got pregnant, I mean, I guess like, I know like, damn, I let him trap me, right? But shit, I didn't know he was gonna leave me and abandon me. Bro, I'm really homeless. I'm really homeless. They was on TikTok live. Whoop they whoop. You on here dry begging. Nigga, I'm homeless. Fuck you want me to do?
First of all, how you put yourself in that situation? You know what I mean? To be homeless and pregnant and don't have nothing to fall back on. You know what I mean? It's people constantly putting themselves behind the 8 ball all the time. You know, I don't know her whole situation. I don't know what trauma or PTSD, what she might have coming up through the ranks. But it comes a time where you can't put yourself in this type of situation. You know what I mean? you're homeless and pregnant. And now you're saying you're gonna catch an Uber, so you don't have a vehicle. You're gonna go to the Greyhound, and then you're gonna move to another city. And now you're in another city with the newborn, so daycare gonna be through the roof, or you ain't gonna work, or you're gonna get assistance. Right now, it's all bad, sister. This is all bad, and I hate when people come on here, put their business out there like that. And yes, you are dry begging. You know what I mean? You dry begging, but you put yourself in that situation, man. So at a certain point, man, you can't feel sorry for when people put themselves like this, man, in this situation. Let's go to the next one.
Cannot make this shit up. I broke up with a nigga, told him to leave my house, and this is what he do. This is the bed. This nigga smeared shit all over my walls. Oh my goodness. I've never in my life met a trifling ass. And he stole my TV. Oh my goodness. This nigga smeared shit all over my walls and stole my TV. Hell no. It's alright. Cause God don't play about me, my love. Just know that. Look at that shit. This nigga shitted and smeared it all over. Oh, I gotta get out of here. And use my toothbrush.
I hope she's laughing to keep from breaking down, crying, or whatever. But this is my thing. You put yourself, this is red flags all over this when y'all got together. You say now you broke up with him. I guess you let him move in your crib. He done broke your bed, smeared fecal matter over your walls. It gotta smell like all outdoors in there. And then he used your toothbrush and stole your TV. Call the police. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be on social media talking about what somebody did to me with a camera. No, the police gonna be there, bro. Police gonna be there. I'm giving you your name. I'm giving your mama name. I'm giving everything about you. But that's some savage behavior right there. You got yourself in a savage relationship, demon relationship, bro. But it was on demon time, bro. And for him to go to that level, he knew you weren't gonna do nothing about it. You know what I mean? Or he didn't care, or he ain't got a place to go, so he want to go back to jail or whatever. But that's terrible right there, bro. Put fecal matter. Oh man, it got to smell like hell in there, bro. Oof. Let's go to the next.
And I'm glad I don't stay with no man because I'm funky as fuck right now. Yup, funky. I'm glad I don't live with no man. I'm funky, I'm ugly, and I'm naked. All things that I could not be if I lived with a man. So praise God. And I'm not, and I'm okay. I'm okay with being funky. I'm not taking a bath. Not until I get ready. Maybe if I have to leave out the door. As far as getting up and going to take a shower right now, it ain't gonna happen, baby. Praise God. Not a man in sight.
He ain't sent a man in sight because you know what I mean. Cleanliness, the godliness next to cleanliness. Let me say that, bro. And people get on here and put this stupid stuff. I hope it's just rage baiting, talking about I'm funky, I ain't finna bathe, I ain't got a man. No man want to lay up in that, sister. No man want to lay up with that. You know what I mean? Let me tell you that if you ain't you want to lay in your filth and funk, bro. What man want to lay that? Now you got some nasty cats out here who just hit anything. But the average cat, bro, the average cat that handling his business out here. He ain't finna even lay next to that. You know what I mean? And you bragging about it. I'm not finna take a shower. I'm not finna do that. She could just be being rage baiting, you know, to try to get views and clicks. But if she was dead serious, man, go wash your ass, man. Let's just be honest, bro. Why would you want to? Man, I'm telling you, bro, I there's no way, bro. I don't eat in my bed. I don't even like to eat food in my room. but I have OCD. Anybody know me? Know I like my stuff prestige, bro. I suffer from that, and I'm gonna go in there probably see what my kids that left on the counter right now and wipe stuff down. Just so that right there, there's nowhere in hell I could be with a person like that, bro. Whew, and you bragging about it. Let's go to the next one.
Have a real transparent moment with y'all, okay? Because I usually don't share my business. I don't share my personal business online. But for the women, I want y'all to listen to this. Listen to my story. You come to your own conclusion based on what I'm about to say. I've been married for 15 years. When I met my husband, I had more then than I have now. After 15 years of marriage, I'll repeat that. I had more when I met him than I currently have now after 15 years of marriage. I had more going for myself. I had more going for myself, and I had more things that were tangible. But when he met me, he had less when he met me than he does now. I'll repeat that. When he met me, he had less than what he currently has now after 15 years of marriage. After 15 years of being with me, he is better off now. And I am worse off now. If he were to leave me today, I would be in an effed up position. And he would be good. But when we first met, if it didn't work out and I were to leave him, I would have been fine. So take with that information what you will.
Sound like you became a helpmeet. You know what I mean? You're a stay-at-home mom, so this man, he became selfless and you became selfless. And he went to work and provide for his family, and you became a stay-at-home mom. So you became, both of y'all became selfless, man. That's what marriages do. You know what I mean? And so why you worry about what you have? If he leave you, he gonna be paying out the wazoo because you don't work. The court's gonna tear his ass up. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be okay. But it sounds like competition. You know what I mean? It's like in a lot of marriages, I know that the husband and wife compete with each other for what one have and what don't have. You know what I mean? Well, if you got a new car, I got to go get me a new car. If you got the new J's, I got to go back get me the new Jimmy Choo's. See, me and my wife don't operate like that. I could care less about that competing with one another. If one of us left one another, the other one, we already worked that out. Hey, you're going to take this half, we're going to sell this half, we're going to split the proceeds. You're going to be good, I'm going to be good over here. You know what I mean? We split the savings, split all this shit down the middle. So I don't like when people say, hey, if that person, I had this when I met him, it sound like you helped build that man up. It sound like you become a help me, mom, and that's your role. You know what I mean? You're the nurturer. So you're doing a good job. You really doing a good job. If that's where y'all at now, he had less, but when he got with you, now he has more. That's what you're supposed to do. So let's go to the next one.
So I'm sitting in the back of my man's house because he said I had to sit back here because baby mama's in the house dropping off Christmas present for their kid. And so I got to sit back here because she got to leave out a friend. We can't meet each other or see each other because she going to get mad and want to fight me. And I'm like, why she going to want to fight me for? I don't even know the girl. We never spoken, nothing. He was like, because I just know how she is. So you just sit back there in the back until she leave. Like, should I be suspicious? And I've been sitting back here about 30 minutes.
Butt in there clapping cheeks, man. Let me say that. Yes, you should be suspicious. I'm not. If I was in that position, if I'm in her position, you remember that old movie back in the day with Glenn? What was his name? Glenn Turner. I think it was Glenn Turner. He was like, he played some old pimp guy. He was like, you better go talk to him. You know what I mean? I'd be like, that's how I'd be like, you better go talk to her because I ain't finna go out back. Well, I'm going out back for. I'm here for you. This is supposed to be your house. If you ain't got nothing going on, I'm not going out back. I ain't going no way. She gonna see me or he in this particular place. That woman had to see me just sitting there. and call it good, man. Oh well, you know what I mean. You just be mad. But I ain't worried about fighting. Call the police, man. But most people got their mace or got their hammer on them these days. So you better be careful who you want to put your hands on. So, but yeah, I think you're getting played, sister. I think you're getting played. Let's go to the next one.
So my son has a job now, and I feel like he should help me around the house with the bills. So I told him starting February.
No,
I told him starting February 1st, he's gonna start paying $500 a month. And then he's gonna start paying his cell phone. I've been paying his cell phone since he had a cell phone since he was 7. You paid your phone bill like 2 times. Anyway, parents, do you think he should start paying rent? He feels like he don't have to pay rent. You want to give your part real fast?
I'm 17, bro. What am I paying rent for?
You can't stay nowhere for free. You work.
I know. When I'm 18, I'll figure that out.
No, you're going to figure it out now. $500 a month. I don't care what he say. Either $500 or the door.
I see what she's saying, but at the same time, if he's 17 and he's in school, he shouldn't have to pay nothing. Give it if you need to pay anything. Take your cell phone off you. Take the insurance or something like that off you, mom, and give it to him. But $500 for a 17-year-old, if he's still in school, and then if he's trying to go to college, that could be a bit much depending on what job he's working. If he at McDonald's, $500 is probably a grip of money. I know McDonald's paying like $17, $18 an hour right now, but it depends on the hours. I'm a big believer. Don't charge my kids until now. When my kids did turn 18, they got their cell phone bill and they got their car insurance. You know, I paid it up to that, but when they turned 18, those 2 things was given to them. And as far as rent or anything like that, now what I did tell my kids is like, if you go to college and you get a career, and a year after you graduate, and a year into your career, then you put some on it. You know what I mean? Just put some on it just off GP. But ain't nothing like, oh, you just got to pay this cost of this. Because I don't need their money, and I don't never want them to feel like they're an equal partner in my home. So, but yeah, it could be a bit much depending on what his job is and his age. But if you need the money, mama, you need the money. I had to help out at a young age, so hey, I understand. So I understand both sides. I'm just in a position now where I don't need money or won't charge my kids right now. You know what I mean, to be here. I just give them their own bills. So let's go to another one.
I would just like to understand how the same people be broke every year after year after year. You calling people begging to borrow money, lend you this, can you have that? When are you actually going to do something about your life so you don't stay in the same circumstance? I don't understand. Like, I would never be calling the same person year after year. Could you send me some money for food? Can you cash at me? Can I borrow? Like, at what point in time do you be like, damn, I'm tired of calling people and asking them for shit. Maybe I should figure out how I can get shit for myself.
It's a poverty mindset, definitely a poverty mindset. And then you got people just sorry, lazy. Let me just say, you know what I mean? I know I don't want to offend nobody, because if you need help, you need help. But at the same time, it a lot of times it is the same people who constantly call you either week after week, month after month, or year after year. I done been there, and you have to stop it. You have to learn the power of no. You know what I mean? Because they'll never grow if you constantly feed them. You know what I mean? Now I tell people all the time, man, you got to get it out the mud, man. I had to get it out the mud. You got to get it out the mud. I can't hand you this on a plate all the time. You gotta go. Yeah, you can pay me back, but at the same time, I'm not your bank. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a poverty mindset. So yeah, there's a lot of people out here like that. Let's get to the next one.
I do love being musty in peace. And just to add on to that, bitch, I be bald head out of here. I like going home and taking that wig off and being naked, musty, and bald head. Bitch, I'm the trio. Soon as you live with a man, all that shit go out the window. Now you walking around in lingerie, showering 2 times a day, brushing your teeth 3 times a day after every meal. Sometimes, bitch, I don't want to do that. I'm tired of performing. Sometimes I want to sit in my bed for 3 days straight and not do nothing and stink, okay? and sleep with my food in the bed with me, bitch. Bitch, I can't fart with a man there. I don't care what you bitches, oh, I fart around I can't fart with a nigga next to me, okay? I'm sorry. Sometimes I like to crop dust me and my homegirl, one time we got on the phone. I was like, I ain't showering 3 days. She was like, I ain't showering 2. I was like, my bitch. It's like something healing in your soul as a woman to just bask in your own everything. And then you go around a man and the man don't ever know. He would never know. Y'all, we united. In funk we trust.
I hope this ain't a trend. I even hear kids in the background. So if you funky, your kids probably. I'm just being. I ain't trying to be mean spirited. Why people come in saying they don't want to bathe? Them, you know what I mean? Cleanliness is next to godliness. Come on, man. Go out there and wash your tail, bro. Who loaded these damn videos today, bro? This is the worst than the other day, man. These cats out here talking about they ain't bathing, and funky, and you got to. That's how sickness happens. That's how staph infections happen. That's how diseases happen by people not out here bathing, bro. That's why I don't really shake hands and I give you a fist bump and all that, bro. I ain't with all this. There's a lot of nasty ass people out here. I ain't saying this woman here is one of the people, but it is a lot of nasty people, man. I done seen people walk out the bathroom, don't wash their hands. I'm talking about doing number 2, flush the toilet. If they flush and just walk right out the bathroom, bro, I'm like, what the heck, bro? It's some nasty ass people out here. I'm just being 1,000 with y'all, man. Let's go to the next one.
Do people that have more than enough call or count on the ones that don't have? Someone called yesterday for $85 because their phone was off. I don't have it. I am sitting here on day 2 of a 3-day notice. My phone is off. Rolling over 100 miles every day on bald tires. No, and then someone else called not too long after that. Hey, you got EBT? I'm trying to make a meal and what? I don't have it. People count on us because we know how to figure out a way. We never had no one to count on. Having to make sacrifices still when you're at rock bottom in your life, it freaking sucks. And then you have people calling you, hey, can you come over here because I need you to do this? What? Girl, I just ran out of gas. No one cares. Took this job because I was already without income for several months and I knew that the pay was low and I was just trying to get my foot in the door. But it's just like my job. I like my job. Every day I get up and I try it all over again. Every day I know that it's a brighter day. I'm stressed out. Pray for me.
You're going to be all right, sister. You know, I look at people like that, man. Usually we call on them, or I haven't seen people call on them because they know how to make something out of nothing. You know what I mean? And I see my mom like that when I was growing up, man. My mom would make something out of nothing, bro. Don't know how she did it. Don't care how she did it. But she took care of us, man, and we made it. So with people like this, it reminds me of my childhood, my bringing up. We didn't have it, you know what I mean? But we survived. And you learn those traits even to this day. You know, when you can have a few dollars right now, but at the same time, man, the way you keep them is not just spend frivolously or just lend them out to everybody. So you got to keep them and support people like this. So with that said, man, I'm Abel Yasharel, man. Until next time, thank y'all for joining. Thanks for the live. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it, man.